Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Sophie and I would love it if you hit that big red subscribe button down below. Now this video is going to be of me creating my impossible list. If you don't know what an impossible list is, do not worry. I didn't actually know what one was until a few weeks ago, I think, when I saw a video on UnjadedJade's channel in which she reviewed her impossible list. So basically what an impossible list is kind of like a more actionable version of a bucket list. I'm sure you all know what a bucket list is, but yeah, it's meant to be a list of goals which are more achievable and which you keep reviewing and adding to them. And you are supposed to write when you achieve them and yeah, add to them. So say if you wanted to speak one other language and you achieve that, then maybe you say, oh, I want to speak 2 other languages other than my own, for example. So you keep adding to the goals as you achieve them, which yeah, I find really motivational. So yeah, I was really inspired by her video, so I'm filming this video. I already have, well, kind of a bucket list. I have a 30 before 30 list. That video is actually up on my channel from a few years ago, but I watched it back actually today, and yeah, some of the goals were a bit random and I'm probably not actually going to achieve them all. I think I was just trying to think of some random ones to get up to the 30 and to make the 30 needed for that video. But yeah, this list, I don't need to have a set number of goals. I can have as many goals as I like and just keep adding to it as I think of more goals, and it's supposed to be public, which is why I'm filming this video. And yeah, I'm just gonna write it on Google Docs because I know that way I won't lose it and I can just keep coming back to it easily and adding to it and updating it, writing the dates down which I achieve any of these goals, if I achieve any of them. Some of the goals on this list will be the same as my goals on my 30 before 30 list, but some of them I'm definitely scrapping. So I've got my laptop here and I've just opened up Google Docs and I'm just going to create a new document now, and then obviously I'm going to call it Impossible List, My Impossible List. Yeah, I'll call it My Impossible List because that's what it is. I'm also going to separate this list into separate sections because, well, that's what Jade did in her video, and like I said, this video is inspired by her video. I didn't even know what an impossible list was until I watched her video, so I'm kind of assuming that's how you write an impossible list. So yeah, the first section I'm going to call professional goals, or professional / creative goals. I think that's what she called her section as well, so kind of copying a bit, but well. And then the next section I'm gonna call language goals, because obviously you all know that I love learning languages and I'm studying languages at university, so yeah, language goals, I feel like that's necessary. Travel goals, because of course I love to travel, and I feel like my 30 before 30 list, most of those goals were kind of like travel goals, and I feel like general bucket lists, like most goals are often travel, like places you want to visit and stuff, so I'm gonna have some travel goals. Also gonna put just skills goals. I don't know if I'm gonna put anything underneath that, but I'm just gonna put that there. And fitness, health goals, stuff like that. I don't know, I don't even know if I'm going to put goals under all of these. We're just making it up as we go along. I just wanted to get some sections laid out straight away. So starting with professional goals, I'm going to start with graduating university, because obviously I'm at university right now. In my 30 before 30 list, I said I wanted to graduate with a 2-1, and I put that at least a 2-1, and I put that as my goal. And I do still, of course, want to graduate with at least a 2-1, but I don't really want to put it down because I'm like, is that achievable? Like, I don't know, like obviously it is achievable because so many people get 2-1s, but I feel like I have this constant idea in my head that I'm going to fail and I'm not going to get a 2-1, and if it's written there graduate university with a 2-1, I don't get a 2-1. It's just, I don't know, I'm going to put it down anyway because whether it's on this list or not, I'm still going to get upset if I don't get a 2-1, let's be real. Under that I'm also going to put reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube because that's a goal I set for myself this year. I wanted to reach it by the end of the year, and I'm currently, whilst I'm filming this, I think I'm at like 950 and we're in July, so that's good. It looks like I may actually achieve that goal this year, which is great. I'm also going to put write a blog. Start a blog, not just write one blog post. I want to start a blog. I've been looking into this recently. I was looking at like Wix, and I was looking at that site Blogger as well and stuff. I like the idea of having my own website and using Wix to do it, but I feel like I'm probably going to start with Blogger because I don't think I want to pay any money for a blog right now if I don't know how much I'm actually going to use it. I don't know, and also I just don't have a lot of money, so I don't know. Let's move on to language goals because I can't think of any more creative goals at the moment. Language goals, I'm going to put speak 4 languages fluently, because obviously I study German, Spanish and French at university, so I would kind of like to be fluent in German, Spanish and French when I graduate university. If I graduate, hopefully I'll graduate, and we'll see. And I can't spell the word fluently, that's great. Can't even spell in my own language, and yeah, obviously I can spell the word fluently, I just messed up. It was a typo, okay? I'm trying to write a list and talk to a camera at the same time, and I'm not great at multitasking, clearly. I'm also going to add to this section to become a polyglot, because yeah, I would love to speak 5 languages. That would be great. Obviously at the moment I can only speak 4 languages and not fluently, so I would need to think of another language that I would like to learn. There are definitely loads of more languages that interest me, so I would definitely have to think about which language I want to learn next. That would definitely be a challenge, but I don't think I'm going to start learning a 5th one right now because I feel like I need to kind of focus on getting my other 3 languages that I'm studying at university to a higher level, because I want to graduate university with a 2-1, and if I start learning another language now before I've reached an advanced level in all of those languages, then I'm not sure if that's going to go too well, and I don't think I'm at an advanced level in all of those languages yet. So yeah, German I'm at an advanced level for sure, but French definitely not, and Spanish maybe upper intermediate, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm better than I actually am, I don't know. Okay, so the next section is travel goals. This is the section that is probably going to be the longest, as I have a lot of travel goals, a lot of places that I want to visit, things that I want to do abroad, and yeah, it's going to be quite long. So I'm going to put, first of all, I want to see each of the 7 wonders of the world. I've already gone to Machu Picchu, so that's 1, but obviously I've got 6 more to see. Yeah, and this was on my 30 before 30 list, and back then I'd only seen 1, and I've still only seen 1, so, and I think I filmed that like 2-3 years ago, so yeah, 2 years ago. I think I was like 20 when I filmed it, so oh god, I've really messed up the organisation of that. I put 7 wonder of the world instead of 7 wonders. You know what, I'm finding it very hard to type and talk to the camera at the same time. I feel like I'm looking at my laptop too much and not enough at the camera, and then when I turn to look at the camera and whilst I'm talking I end up writing other things and forgetting, like making stupid spelling mistakes or like grammar mistakes. It's just frustrating. I'm also going to go to every continent, that'll be cool. And I'm going to put visit 30 other countries. I'm not too sure how many countries I've visited already. I did have a count, but then I forgot. I think it was somewhere around the 14, 15 mark. But it depends if you count Wales and England as separate countries, because I know officially the UK is just one country, so I think if you wanted to visit every country in the world for like to break the world record of youngest person to visit every country in the world, which I definitely can't do because the youngest person was 21 when they did it. Lexi Limitless on YouTube, and yeah, I'm 22 already, but if you wanted to do that, I think, yeah, the UK just counts as one country, because I think it just counts as one country officially. But I like to count England, Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland all as separate countries, because although like some of the rules and laws are the same, they're not all the same, and there are some differences in culture there. Like in Wales, some people can speak Welsh, you know, and a lot of the places have Welsh names, and yeah, I like to think of them as separate places because of that. But yeah, I'm going to go to 30 different countries. Oh. Under travel goals, I'm also going to put to see the Northern Lights, because I do really want to see the Northern Lights, and obviously it isn't possible to see them in England. Or actually, it may be possible to see them in England, like up north, because I know it's possible to see them in Scotland, so maybe like right up north near Scotland, but I know it's very rare because of our poor weather. And obviously you're much more likely to see them if you go even further north, like if you go to like Norway or Iceland or somewhere. And I know this seems like a silly goal to put, maybe because obviously I could plan a trip to Iceland for like 2 weeks to see the Northern Lights, and then there could be bad weather the whole time I'm there and I don't get to see them or whatever. But I really, really do want to see them, so I'm just gonna put it on the list anyway. Yeah, see the Northern Lights. Let's add that. Oh, and to travel goals, I'm going to put work in a hostel as well. That's kind of also professional goals at the same time, but I want to work in a hostel abroad. Maybe somewhere in Spain. I've been thinking about somewhere in Spain, because I know a lot of hostels in Spain require people to speak English, Spanish and German. When I was looking, because I did have a cheeky look on Workaway and had a look at like the Canary Islands, and they wanted people to speak Spanish, people who spoke Spanish, English and German. Not all of them did, but it was like preferred to have all of those languages, and that gives me the feeling that I'm gonna end up having to speak all of those languages, so I could practice my Spanish and German whilst there. And who doesn't want to go to the Canary Islands? Like, fitness goals. Let's we're skipping ahead here to fitness goals. Fitness and health, diet goals. Let's change that too, because I'm going to add in here, go vegetarian for a year. I'm not vegetarian already. I just want to clarify that, because I've obviously posted a few different veggie recipes on my channel and done a few different student what I eat in a day videos where I've always been eating veggie. I'm actually pescatarian, I'm not veggie, and I've only been pescatarian since September, and I think that's another thing that's weird. People are always like, why did you choose to go pescatarian, not veggie? And the reason is because every time I tried to go veggie, I just kept eating meat. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go a week without eating a piece of meat, so I was like, right, we'll go pescatarian. So I'm kind of cutting down in a way, and I'm only allowed to eat fish like occasionally. Well, at uni I wouldn't even have it necessary every week. Sometimes I have it a lot more at home because my mum cooks it a lot, which isn't great, but yeah, I've managed to stay pescatarian for like, I want to say 9 months now. I'm not too sure, I'm not great at maths, so I need to count on my fingers to work out how many months it's been. It's terrible, I know. But yeah, I'm going to put go vegetarian for a year, go veggie for a year, because even, yeah, I feel like if I put for a year and not forever, then it's more achievable, you know? And I can just add to it afterwards if I want to, like go veggie for 2 years, 3 years, or I don't know, and just see how I find it, like. And yeah, if I put for a year, then I've got like a goal, I've got something. I don't like to give up, so if I'm like, no, just keep going, you've always made it to a year, don't eat that piece of bacon, then, you know, maybe I'll actually go like veggie for a year. We'll see. Oh, let's put do veganuary on there as well. Pronounced that terribly, didn't I? But I won't do that whilst I'm at home, because yeah, my mum already moans enough about all of my veggie burgers being taking up room in the freezer and stuff, and she would definitely moan if we had like vegan milk and yogurts and stuff in the fridge, taking up space in the fridge. So we'll do that when I've moved out. But yeah, do veganuary 1 year. It's only a month. Can't be that difficult. I don't know. I'm gonna put run 5k. I've run for 5k once before. I ran it for that Run 5 Donate 5, but I haven't run 5k since. Every time I go for a run now, I usually do 5k, not 5k, I usually do 4k, and I barely ever go for a run anymore. I've really got out the schedule of going once a week. So I'm going to put run 5k at least once every 2 weeks. And then, you know, if I do that, then we could put run 5k once per week, or run a 10k or something, you know, add to it. Or you know what I want to put under creative goals? Write a book. That was on my 30 before 30 list. Why not? I probably won't do it, but I may do it one day. It's not like it's impossible. Let's write a book. And skill goals, I'm going to put learn how to dive, or get my open water, that's what it's called, yeah. In my 30 before 30 list I put I want to get my paddy, but since I've learnt that this certificate isn't actually called a paddy. I thought it was called a paddy because I saw all these travel YouTubers like, I've got my paddy, but one of my friends, Maisie, one of my flatmates from first year, she's actually a dive master, and she recommends that I don't go with paddy because they're more expensive. So I'm just going to put do an open water. Whether I'll go with paddy or not, I don't know. I might still go with paddy. It just depends on the time and the place and what's more convenient, and what the diving instructors are like. I don't know why it was so hard for me to say that. It was like, sometimes I feel like I'm forgetting how to speak English. I don't know. What else? I feel like I can add more goals to this. There's so much more that I can do. What was on my 30 before 30 list? I wrote it down earlier, so we're gonna check. Own a house, host my own barbecue. I don't want to host my own barbecue anymore because when I wrote that, I was thinking about grilling meat, and I don't really think about grilling meat anymore. Kayak through a cave. Oh, we'll put that on travel goals. Kayak through a cave. Oh no, for some reason that's coming up bold and underlined. Kayak through a cave, yes. Attempt to surf. We'll put that under skills goals. Let's say do a beginner's surfer course. Whether I continue with it or not, but yeah, do a beginner's surfing course. Put that there. Oh, I put act in a play, show or something. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to creative goals. It doesn't have to be like the biggest play, it can be an amateur play or something, but when I was younger I always wanted to be an actress, and I remember like begging my parents to take me to like to pay for me to go to like a drama school and all of this stuff. And yeah, the only reason I didn't try and what's the word, realise this goal, achieve this goal, is, well, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about, like, at one point I was like debating doing a BTEC in performing arts instead of doing A-levels, but my parents told me not to put all of my eggs in one basket, so I did my A-levels. But now I'm just putting all of my eggs in a different basket. I'm putting my eggs into learning languages and getting a job that involves using languages. But then with a degree in languages you can go on to do loads of different things, whereas with a degree in like drama or something, I feel like there's not so much you can go on to do. But it's like I've just dropped drama. They told me not to put all of my eggs into one basket, not to just focus so hard on being an actress and forget about everything else. And I've just forgotten that I like drama. There's like a drama society at Bangor University and I'm not even in it. Why is that? So yeah, final year when I'm back in Bangor, I'm going to join the drama society. We're going to put that on there rather than act in a play or something, because if I join that, I'd act in a play with them. Join a drama club, let's put that. Oh, I put on here to raise money for a charity or something that I'm passionate about. I put that on my 30 before 30 list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like run a marathon, because when you run a marathon you raise money, and obviously I've got some running goals on here in the fitness section, so we'll put run a marathon in the fitness section and we'll raise money for some charity to do that. I don't know when I plan to run a marathon and train for it. I will have a think about what charity I want to donate the money to. Let's do that. Or actually, should I put run half a marathon? Yeah, I'll put run half a marathon, because I'm not too sure if I'll be able to run a marathon. Like, I'm not even sure how long that is. And then if we're able to run the marathon and it's a success, then we can train for a whole marathon and add a marathon to this list. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this list here for now, just because I can't really think of anything off the top of my head right now, and I think the battery in my microphone is low, so yeah, who knows, maybe it's already run out and I'm gonna have to record all of this. So yeah, obviously I will come back to that list and I will add to it as I think of more things, and I will add on the dates that I've achieved certain things. Oh wait, I just thought of one thing, I'm just adding one more thing. I'm gonna put it in fitness, health, diet goals, but I'm not really sure if it's that. Because it involves hiking, so we'll put it in there because hiking is fitness. I'm gonna put do the 3 Peaks challenge. I've already hiked Snowdon twice. Let's do the 3 Peaks challenge. Let's hike Ben Nevis and what's its name, Scaffold Pike and Snowdon all in like, what is it, 48 hours? Let's do it. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here and give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that big red subscribe button below to see more videos from me. Follow me on Instagram and all of that lovely stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!